Hey house guests, welcome to today's BB20 updates and spoilers. Our house guest today is John Shawan. John, thanks so much for the support. We really appreciate it, and we think you're awesome, and I hope you're ready for today's spoiler. If you guys want to be house guests today, check out our Patreon link in the info box below. Alright, so yesterday the power veto punishments were in full effect. We've got two people with week-long punishments, Casey the health nut and Rockstar, who's following Jesse's fitness and food program. And we've got Brett with a 24-hour punishment, Insta-Granny. The feeds are blocked every time the granny comes in the house, so we haven't seen any of her yet, but it looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun to watch on the show. He's had to, like, eat disgusting cookies that I think he said had, like, peppercorns in them or something, and, like, they messed up his stomach after. He had to do all these tasks around the house. I think he might have even had to have given her a bath or something. Like, I don't know. There's all sorts of stuff going on. But we're not going to see that until Wednesday's show. Alright, so Angela, let's talk about the game. Angela's got some ammo to work with now because Bailey, Haley, and Rockstar were trying to resurrect the Girls Alliance. Remember that from yesterday's spoiler? So she's going to use this information to pull Scotty in closer because she can feel she's gaining a lot of trust with him, you know, after the whole power veto competition and everything. So this is just going to seal the deal. So Angela, Scotty, Casey, and eventually Tyler were in the HOH room. And Angela's like, guess what? Bailey, Haley, and Rockstar, we're trying to start up the All-Girls Alliance again. And she says it's so dumb because they're just trying to start this alliance when their backs are against the wall. And it's super obvious that it's just fake. So yeah, what do you think about that? So she lets Scotty know Rockstar was not throwing you under the bus. She was just trying to get the girls thing going. But Bailey and Haley, oh yeah, they were trying to get Scotty up on the block big time. So then Scotty's like, oh really? So he tells the group about the Hive Alliance. He says, me, Haley, Bailey, Rockstar, and Fessy, we're all in this alliance called the Hive. And it pretty much started when he was the HOH, but they just had him name it recently. So they were talking about, you know, what Scotty would do if he potentially won the veto, and Scotty's like, they looked shocked when I told words. They looked shocked when I told them that if I won, I would use it on Tyler. So everybody's like, whoa. Alright, so then Tyler joins the group. Angela recaps the whole All-Girls Alliance thing again, and she's like, man, they wanted to leave Sam out of it. So Tyler's like, oh, that's why Sam has been acting all weird lately, because she feels left out. So then Scotty is like, yeah, if I won HOH this week, Bailey was really pushing for me to put up Angela, Casey, and or Rachel, whatever. And now, look at them trying to freaking work with you. That's shady. So Scotty's really letting that info flow. But Angela is saying Bailey's been in my room non-stop this week. She's trying to get you up on the block next to Tyler, and she's telling me I've got to break up your duo and that you guys have a final 3 deal with Sam. And Bailey and Haley both told her that. And Tyler's like, no. Sam is just trying to protect the two of us because she likes us. She feels really close to us. But, like, Tyler's final 3 is with Sam and Casey, not Scotty. Obviously, he does not share that. So then, Angela shares how she asked Bailey if... Oh, okay. Angela was like, alright, guys. I decided I was going to play ball with Bailey and tell her, okay, if I do whatever you want this week with the nominations, would you use your app next week to save me if I feel like I'm in danger? And Bailey straight up told her no. So that's kind of messed up. Like, what is she supposed to do with that, right? So Angela also shares Haley's pitch, which was, you'll be the biggest BB legend, iconic, if you put up Scotty with Tyler. And she says Bailey came up later again, feeling really safe herself. So then she was trying to guarantee safety for Fessy, and Angela was just like, are you freaking kidding me? So during this conversation, Rockstar comes upstairs and she busts it up. You know, they gotta stop talking their game. So I just want to say, like, from this conversation, it appears that Scotty has indeed flipped for real, at least for now. Who knows what will happen next week? I guess it'll probably depend on who wins HOH. But for now, he is with the level 4 side of the house. Okay, so then Rockstar had another task. She had to make beat balls and do some shadow boxing. So she got some fun boxing gloves. She was really excited about the beats. Everybody was having a good time with and then I just have to say Rockstar's being a really good sport about this punishment. Because from what I've seen, from what I've heard her say, she like never works out. So she's doing a lot of physical activity. I don't think she cooks very much either. And she's not complaining about it, so I gotta give her props. She's gained a lot of respect in my books this week. So she had to shadow box for 30 minutes while the beat balls were baking. Alright, so then it was time for Fessy to pitch to Angela in the HOH room. It's pretty clear that Haley wrote up this script for him because he used the same like buzzwords and everything that Haley used. So Fessy's like, you have the opportunity to make the biggest move in Big Brother history. You'll go down as the most iconic Big Brother player ever. And he's saying like, I've never seen anything like this before. Maybe that's because you don't watch this show. How would you have seen it? You don't know. You watched like 2 seasons. But anyway, he's like, you did something crazy. You convinced both of these guys to pass up on the veto, and you could put both of them up on the block, even though you pinky promised them that you wouldn't. That's baller. So Angela's like, I don't know. I've done so well with keeping my word so far this game. This would be the first promise that I'd have to break. I don't know that I want to do that. And then she's like, well, Bailey made a good point. She was like, how many times have these guys lied to my face? Why am I going to be honest with somebody who's lying to me? So she's just friggin' yanking Fessy's chain at this point. She is not putting Scotty up on the block. But Fessy's like, this move will keep you safe for a really long time. Everybody's gonna have your back if you do this. And Angela's like, but what about when Swaggy was backdoored and then everybody forgot about it like the next week? True. But he's like, no, it'd be the most gangster move. You walked into this house as the bombshell, one of the hottest girls ever to walk into this house. Where is this going? Where is this going? So Angela's just like, thanks. And then she's still, playing along. She's saying, I just can't seem to get a good read on Tyler or Scotty. She says she feels really awkward around Tyler and she feels good around Scotty, but she just can't figure him out. Yeah, okay. So then she's asking, do I want to make a big move or do I want to play it super safe? Fessy's like, well, if you think about it, if you do make this move and put up Scotty next to Tyler, the only person that's going to be pissed at you is whichever one of them stays. Everybody else is going to be grateful for you doing this. I don't think so. But anyway, Tyler comes in, breaks up their chat, Fessy leaves, and then Angela shares Fessy's pitch with Tyler. They laugh about it. They have a great time. So then they're discussing how Bailey and her side of the house still have no idea what's about to go down. For real. But Angela was also trying to plan out her renom speech. Oh my goodness. So she was talking about how she might start off with this like hacker detector thing where she's gonna like go around and be like, all right, it's time for me to find the hacker. Boop, boop, boop. And then obviously when she gets to Bailey, she's gonna be like, boop, 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 boop. Oh my god, can you imagine if she actually did that? So then she's got a lot of things that she wants to address here. She wants to lay out the facts, or at least what she thinks the facts are. She's going to bring up the power app that Bailey has, accuse Bailey of being the hacker, bring up how Bailey tried to start the BS Girls Alliance again, and she also wants to defend Scotty and be like, it's really messed up that everybody's trying to pin everything on Scotty and make him swear on the Bible about stuff. So it sounds like this nomination speech is going to be nuts. I can't wait to see it. But Tyler's like, you know what? Even if Bailey is not the hacker, it'd be really silly to leave her in this game knowing that she has that power app, because that is confirmed. Does Tyler know that Bailey is not the hacker? I saw something on Hamster Watch the other day, and I didn't mention it in the spoiler because I couldn't find it myself on the feeds. But Hamster Watch was saying that there was a conversation between Tyler and Casey where they said they know for a fact that Haley is actually the hacker, but they're playing along with the whole Bailey thing because they want her to go. So they're just gonna, you know, go along with it for now to make sure she leaves because they don't want that power app still in the house. And they don't feel threatened by Haley. So again, I don't know if that actually happened. It must have, right? Because it's Hamster Watch, and I trust Hamster Watch. But I'm just letting you guys know. So it seems like Tyler knows that something's up. But anyway, Bailey and Fessy were chatting in the have-not room, and she is complaining about people snapping at her. Really? You're gonna complain about people snapping at you? Hey, Bailey is like the biggest snapping turtle in the house. I mean, really. So she's she's specifically talking, I'm so flustered. She's specifically talking about Sam and Scotty. I don't know, maybe it's because they found out you're doing stuff behind their backs. Sam knows that you're trying to start this girls' alliance without her. Scotty knows that you're trying to get him up on the block. But Bailey doesn't know that they know. So Fessy's like, yeah, wow, that's messed up. Okay, so then he asks her, how do you feel about the power veto ceremony coming up? And Bailey's like, I feel weird. She says Angela's being nice and everything, but it's kind of strange because Angela's telling her she doesn't know what she's going to do, and she might not know until, you know, right up until the ceremony, and she's not going to tell anybody what she's doing. Yes, she is. Everyone else except your side. But Bailey is worried that maybe Scotty's throwing them all under the bus to Angela, and that's why he's being all snappy and weird towards her. And who are you saying should go up on the block? Yeah. But Fessy then asks her, did you talk to Angela about your power app and using it on her? And Bailey's like, I did talk with her about it, and I told her I will not use it to protect her because it would put me in a bad spot. So Fessy's like, what? Just tell her that you'd use it to keep her safe. And Bailey's like, no, I'm not going to lie to her. I told her that if she makes this move, I will use it if the person that stays wins the HOH. But other than that, I don't want to use it. Unless, like, obviously she thinks she's in trouble. But Fessy again is like, just freaking tell her you'll use it. And she says, no. Alright, so then Bailey, I mean, I respect that she's not going to lie about that. Good for her. So, and of course, Fessy's like, just do it, whatever. Mr. telling everybody he's going to use the veto on them. So, Bailey says, wow, we're going to be really screwed if Tyler and Scotty both stay in the game. You're not going to have to worry about that. So, it's fine. But they think that Angela is going to make this move and put Scotty up in Rockstar's place. And she says when that happens, the house is going to erupt. I mean, they got one thing right. The house will definitely erupt, but not for the reason they think. So then Rockstar got another task, nachos and nunchucks. I'm surprised they let anybody have nunchucks in the house. They don't even get to have real knives. They got friggin' plastic knives. Sure. In other punishment news, Brett got this, like, ill-fitting I Heart Granny sweater from his Instagranny. It was pretty funny. Yeah, so then Bailey last night was up. Oh, this is ridiculous. Bailey was up in the HOH room with Angela. And Angela, at that time, had the Snapchat glasses. And she recorded this with the Snapchat glasses. She recorded Bailey saying, if you make the biggest move tomorrow, I promise to use my power app to keep you safe if you need it. And Angela's like, do you? What? And then Bailey's like, I do, and it's literally me and you, ride or die. Yo, that's some bullshit. That's not real. I thought she said she wasn't gonna say that. But Bailey and Angela are dancing around. They're like, woo, Amazon Alliance forever, what's up? So then Bailey leaves. Angela turns the Snapchat glasses back on, and she says, someone might be backdoored tomorrow. And then she says, who will it be? Oh my god, Angela is the villain we've been waiting for. This is, you can't make this up. So then a little while later, you know, of course, Angela shares this new info with her allies that Bailey is saying now she will use the power to protect Angela. They all agree it's ridiculous. They say there's no way that Bailey is going to use this power on anyone other than herself. So then you know, it's just more of the same talk about how everybody's going to be shocked and blah, 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 and how great the ceremony is going to be. JC, I don't know if he actually ended up doing this, but he was like, oh, I'm going to go into the power veto ceremony. I'm going to be holding the same bag of chips that Bailey snatched out of my hands, and I'm going to be eating the chips. Just like, oh my god, I can't believe Bailey's up on the block. What? Oh my god. I don't think he's actually going to do it, but he should at least do it in the DR. That would be pretty funny. Ask! Okay, so the rest of the night, more of the same. The Hive side was like, we don't know what's going to happen. And Level 4 side is like, we can't wait to see what happens when Bailey goes up on the block. But Tyler and Sam had an interesting chat. Tyler is giving Sam all the reasons why Bailey's got to go up this week. It's all the same stuff we've heard. She's been mean to Scotty. Really, Lucy? That's a loud snore. Bailey's the hacker. She's got the power app. Yada, yada, yada. She's got to go. So Sam is like, I don't know. Is she the hacker? Sam is thinking that Haley might be the hacker. Yep. Isn't that crazy? Sam's like barely even playing the game and she can sniff this out. So Tyler's like, no, Haley's not smart enough. Does he know that it's Haley and he's just like playing this game, or I don't know. He's definitely underestimating her though. Haley and Tyler are both underestimating each other. It's pretty funny. But he says even if Haley is the hacker, it doesn't matter. She's weak. They can get her out at a later time. But he says Bailey has to go now because they have to get rid of her app. I agree, right? Like, you want to get rid of something like that when you know it's going to happen. So today, the 3 house guests with their punishments are all super tired because Big Brother was waking them up throughout the night. And Rockstar is so sore. She's having trouble walking. Like, it makes me so sad. But I think it's great for her that she's doing this and not complaining about it. Like, I love that. You keep doing you, Rockstar. Okay, so anyway, they had the power veto ceremony today. As planned, Angela saved Tyler with the POV, put Bailey up on the block, which means it's Bailey versus Rockstar. Woo! Alright, so some details on Angela's speech. Obviously, we haven't seen it yet, but judging by what we've heard from people, Angela did not do the hacker detector. Boop, 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 boop. Oh. But she did talk about a lot of the things she was mentioning earlier. So she did a fake out. She made it seem like she was going to put up Scotty, and she was like, I nominate Bailey. Woo! And she also defended Scotty. She was like, I don't think it's cool that everybody's trying to pin things on him. It's not cool to make him swear on the Bible. She accused Bailey of being the hacker. Obviously, she mentioned the power app, and she said, Bailey, your power trip is over, honey. Remember how much Bailey freaked out at Brett the other day for calling her honey? Ooh, okay, so apparently, right after the ceremony, Tyler was yelling at Bailey. I don't know if he was actually yelling or what, because we didn't actually get to see it yet. But supposedly he was yelling at Bailey about her trying to backdoor him, and he was saying, like, I know you're the hacker. Go ahead and cancel my vote right now because I'm voting you out. Ooh. Alright. Again, that was not on the feeds, so we didn't actually see that yet. But anyway, the feeds came back to a quiet house. What? This is not what we were expecting. So Bailey goes up to the HOH room to talk to Angela, and Angela's like, I don't want to talk right now. Like, she didn't answer the door for a while. And then she was just like, yeah, I don't want to talk right now. But other people were allowed in a little later, like Sam and Tyler. But Bailey, not happening right now. So then Bailey was talking to Haley in the pink bedroom. And she's like, it's ridiculous that they think that I'm the hacker. I didn't even get one question right during the competition. And she says, this is what I get for sticking my neck out for Rockstar. What? I guess she's trying to say because she was pitching the Girls Alliance to Angela. Okay. But Bailey is like, I don't know, maybe the other side had this plan all along and they were just looking for somebody to blame the hacker thing on, and I just walked right into it trying to save Rockstar. So she's saying, wow, the hacker must be like laughing at me right now because I'm taking the fall for this. You're talking to her. Do you guys think that Haley feels bad? I mean, probably, you know, watching her friend get blamed for this, but not bad enough to come clean. I don't think Haley's gonna own it. So then Bailey is saying, you know what, I don't want to stay with these crazy ass white people. What? Why would you say that? Okay. She also says that she regrets not using her power this week. She feels like she looks really dumb. Okay. So she says to Haley that she's not going to be kicking and screaming. She's going to tell people the truth. She's not the hacker. She doesn't really know what to do at this point, but she's not going to give up. She says she's not going to lie, cheat, or manipulate. Okay, so then Scotty comes in, and she's like, Scotty, did you know that this was the plan all along? Did you know that Angela was going to do that fake out during the power veto ceremony? And he is denying it. He was like, why the frig would I know that? Yeah, you did. But then she's saying, like, I saw you had some chats with Tyler and Angela. It's kind of fishy. Like, are you sure they weren't telling you what was going to happen? He's just like, what? No. Yeah. So meanwhile, Tyler and Angela were up in the HOH room. And they're like, you know what? I don't even care if Bailey is actually the hacker at this point. She's got to go because her power app is going to go with her. The hacker thing was really just a good excuse. Angela says she wanted to put up Bailey anyway, and this let her get away with it without Bailey, like, really freaking out on her. So then, a little while later, Bailey approaches Tyler in the kitchen, and she's like, I need to tell you something. I'm not the hacker. I was never planning on backdooring you. That's all BS. And Tyler's just like, okay. Alright, so then Bailey's in the backyard with Sam. She's starting to get a little bit emotional. Sam is telling her, keep your cool, be a role model. It's all gonna be okay. And then Casey has been very emotional today. She was crying to Tyler. She's upset because she's close to Bailey. She genuinely likes her as a person, and it sucks to see her go through this. So Tyler's comforting her. He's like, yeah, when I saw Caitlyn go up on the block, blah, blah, blah. I don't know, Tyler looks like pretty happy to me, but he's like, I get what you're going through, but Bailey's got to go because she's got that power app, and Casey gets it, but at the same time, it sucks for her. So then, speaking of power apps, Tyler is like, once Bailey's out of here, you don't even have to worry about that last app. What? So he's kind of hinting at her that he has it, but I think it went right over Casey's head. They didn't really discuss it anymore, and she wasn't like, oh? So I don't think she picked up on what he was putting down. Then they were discussing their next move, which is to put up Haley and Rockstar and backdoor Fessy. Oh. Okay, so it's going to be interesting. It's quiet for now in the house, but I really doubt it's going to stay that way. I feel like this is the quiet before the storm. Things are going to start popping off because Angela and Bailey did not even talk yet after the ceremony. I think once that happens, it could get a little heated. So it's going to be interesting to see how this all goes down. 3 days until the eviction. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. And until tomorrow, much love.